Is it working? Okay, shit, it's working. Okay. Hey y'all, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Y'all not here in the car because we all know how Zyla be acting. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if how can I do this? How can I do this? Happy Friday, y'all. I haven't been on live in a couple days. I've been just busy. I hope everybody is doing well. It's Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. I had to get on here because I know as always, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mom of two, and I've been helping moms uh a little over a year now make money with digital products. I myself got started last year back in May. I honestly was just tired, you know, of my husband working two full-time jobs. Y'all, I was tired of just I wanted to be able to take my kids to brunch and not feel guilty about it. I'm the type of mama we like to be outside. We like going to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? We just started going bowling too. That's kind of our new thing. Um and it's just money be tight. Money be tight, right? And I just hated that, one, my husband had to work so many hours. And I would even feel guilty when we would have fun because his ass would be gone. And I just needed a way to get the things that I want. Like, let's be honest, there's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5, but let's be honest, it's just not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. And when I first got into the market of really just looking into side hustles and stuff like that, baby, I have tried every side hustle that you could think of. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and we're gonna knock out two birds in one. What am I doing? But I had to get on YouTube first anyway, because I haven't been on here. If anything, I'm going to link this here. Let me pin this now because I know I will forget. But I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything up on the other. Let me get on TikTok. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to look. I'm gonna have this phone right here. I'm gonna have this phone right here, baby. I'm about to make it work. Okay, YouTube, y'all understand. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I can show my camera on y'all. Um, Let me get on TikTok because I haven't been on TikTok either. But yeah, y'all, what y'all doing? Happy Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me, because baby, one thing about it, two things for sure. I knew I'm not gonna have time to get on later. Okay, they out there sitting out back. Well, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I got two people in the live. Y'all let me know how y'all doing today. What are y'all doing today? Do y'all have plans tonight? Because I got something for y'all. Okay, this phone is a little. I'm gonna get this TikTok thing down faster. I'm like, do you gotta take a picture every time, yo? Okay, let me see. Okay, not a cute picture, but that doesn't matter. Okay. Uh, Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. In a second, and I'm really not gonna be on here long. I just wanted to let y'all know about the program that I'm always talking about. And y'all gonna pretty much hear me repeat myself. Digital Wealth Academy, y'all, is having their very first free webinar tonight at 8 p.m. So if you have been looking for a way to create passive income, girl, sir, this is your opportunity, y'all. And I get a lot of questions. I know a lot of y'all reply on my old videos, just asking, more info and stuff like that about how I got started. And this is going to be a perfect opportunity because it's free information. And I want to hear no excuses on why you can't get this free information. Um, Let me just do how I made 100K in 9 months. It's so crazy. Every time I say that out loud, I be like, see here. Like I just don't be it don't be I don't it still okay. Girl, so I'm trying to figure out if I can have that phone like how does this gonna work? Okay, first I need to be on the screen. So first I'm gonna start off here. Now Instagram, baby, shit, I might have to turn the arrow. This ain't going as what how I thought it was gonna go. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Do I look fat today? Because I be having my days, you know what I'm saying, where I be looking skinnier than others. It's just my boobs. They're just a big. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to put here. And again, y'all, I'm not going to be on here long. I'm going to get on Instagram. But, okay. Hey, TikTok. I'm going to set y'all here. Look, I should try to fuck around and bootleg this one. Hey, Tori. Hey, girl. Happy Friday. Let me see if I can. Can I do this? So I ain't got to be holding it. Let me see, y'all. Happy Friday, y'all. I'm not gonna be on here too long, but I will be able to answer any questions that y'all have. I know, I said the moment that I said I wasn't gonna do no damn Q&A, everybody would send me questions. I'm like, it just never works out. It never works out how I wanted to. But normally I do a Q&A on my Instagram. Child, is this gonna be too? I feel like this is gonna be too close to my face. Let me see, baby, because we got to make it work. All right. Okay, it might be a little bootleg, but okay. Hey sis, welcome in, y'all. I wasn't gonna be on here too long. I just want to let y'all know and just give y'all some really, really good information. Y'all know anytime y'all see me, if you know my story, if you know my journey, I got started with digital products last year, officially. And baby, let me tell you something. Baby, this is a sign you probably been waiting for. I'm telling you. Y'all, every time I talk about it, every time I share it, every time I think about it, it really changed my life. And as a person that be like, man, stuff like this doesn't happen for me. It's too good to be true. It don't happen for Black people. Let me be honest. I was one of them. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Thank you, Tori, for liking the live. I have to, put y'all on and give y'all this information because if it can change my life, I know it can change yours. Again, I'm somebody, I swear, I feel like I'll never win nothing. I never get, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. And when I got started and really, seeing how everything started taking off, and then I ain't gonna lie, I always share this and try to be honest with people. When I started, I was like, well, maybe it's just a fluke. Maybe it's just me, and then I started helping people and, the strategies and what I was telling them was working. I'm like, nah, this ain't a fluke. No, this can really happen for everybody. Like it's plenty of money for everybody. It's not because I think a lot of people be thinking like, well, you in competition. There's so many people out here. And it's like, no, your individual self, you being able to monetize your life, that's strictly you and you being uniquely you. You don't have to get online and put on a facade. You don't have to fake the funk. You ain't got to do none of that. Okay. And I'm about to show y'all really quickly. I'm trying to get on Instagram and then I promise y'all I'm going to get started. But I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Friday. TikTok, I ain't been on here. My apologies. But I'm trying to get better. Let me see. How is y'all day going? What y'all got going on today? What's the plans for Friday? Sorry, y'all. Clearly, I'm not a multitasker. But I'm so excited to put y'all on. I gotta put y'all on. I'm like, baby, I've been getting messages on TikTok, and I usually never really get that many messages on TikTok. So that's why I was like, I have to get on here and share this with y'all. Give me 1 second. And then I like because this streams on Facebook too, don't it? Oh yeah, girl, we getting this all done at once. Child, if I could spell, it's giving Hallie. Y'all see that shit? About Hallie, I was cracking up. I was like, that girl didn't write that mess. 9 months. Okay, y'all. Let me get started. Child, I'm gonna have to go back and let me put a filter on for it. Okay. I'm just gonna have to sit y'all like this. It sucks, but okay. Child, I'm talking to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Hey everybody. Hey. Exactly. You have definitely shown us you just have to be yourself and can get monetized. Yes, Tori, absolutely. Hey y'all, officially. Hey Instagram, Facebook, hey YouTube. Hey, TikTok, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been kind of all over the place, but y'all, happy Friday. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's month of June has been going really well. Y'all, I'm so excited because y'all know I'm terrible at getting on. Look, sorry, Instagram. I'm talking directly to you. Facebook, I'm talking directly to you right now. TikTok, I've been doing good. I've been doing good, y'all. And look, this is what I love. Like y'all see how like I have no structure. I'm all over the place and stuff like that. But guess what? It still allows me to make money and it can allow you to make money as well too. But I just wanted to quickly get on here. Hey, Marquita girl, how you doing, sis? I just wanted to quickly get on here and kind of share my journey. I know a lot of you, you made this maybe the first time you're seeing me. And my name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife, mama too. But baby, that ain't even the important part, okay? I'm on here to talk about you and how you can change your life today and how you can get started with a business module that literally you can have no knowledge, no experience. That's kind of the point of it. So just really quickly, let me explain what I do so you do kind of have a better understanding. Then we're gonna get straight into it. And then I promise y'all, I'm gonna beat up here. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy y'all Friday, but I gotta leave y'all with some gems. So long story short, I have always been like a hustler my whole life, baby. I've always felt the need. I had to be because, baby, a little job, little 9 to 5, it ain't been enough, baby. I've always, secretly, I guess, wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I was terrified. I didn't think that, maybe I ain't go to school for it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. I went to school for aviation engineering. So Tori, girl, I don't know. I'm just on here just to be on here. I have no idea, but thank you. I don't know what the goal is, girl. But yeah, y'all. So, let's kind of go back to COVID. So COVID, I was trying all these different side hustles. I got into UGC. I don't know if y'all know what UGC is. It's user generated content. And I was excited to hear about so many different, like, smaller creators like myself being able to make money online, and just being yourself, kind of at that point, especially during COVID, the influencer thing was kind of like it almost felt like essentially it was dying down. And I was like, man, I've always wanted to do this. This is, whatever like that. And so I had heard about this side hustle called UGC. Hey, Takesha, how are you? Happy Friday, sis. And I was excited. I was like, man, let me get started. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to get some free products for my baby girl, get some free clothes, right? So I had got into doing UGC. And I was like, y'all, I was ecstatic because I was like, man, I was getting $300 here, $500 there. And at the time, that was a lot of money for a smaller creator, having like 1,000 followers, really probably across all of my platforms, right? But me not ever really experiencing that, I thought that was a lie. I thought it was like, amazing. Kind of getting into UGC, you kind of form and get into all these different groups and you meet a lot of different people that are in that UGC space. So this is when the idea of digital products first was kind of introduced to me. And people were saying like, oh, you can sell like a PDF, you can sell an ebook of like stuff that and people will buy it, and I'm like literally, y'all, like something as simple as how to bake a cake, how to teach a child how to tie their shoes. And they was like, yeah, you can put it on this PDF and you could turn around and sell it. It's considered a digital product. So there I was just like, that sounds interesting, but I'm like, why would anybody buy that? Like that don't, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know if y'all kind of went through the same thing or if y'all ever kind of heard of the same thing. So, I kind of continued my journey in UGC, and I'm not gonna lie, in the moment of me doing it, again, I was excited because that was the first time I ever kind of like made some money outside of a 9 to 5. But I started to kind of get frustrated. And I even kind of really went to God and was kind of like, well, why I gotta work this hard to make some money, right? I thought it was like, man, like I mean, like me, I swear, baby, my standards was high. I was like, I'm doing all this work. I'm going back and forth with a brand because y'all, I'm telling y'all, UGC, I love it, but maybe we have our moments with UGC. So for just to give you an example, a brand would reach out to me and say, hey, we want you to create some content for us. We want to have like 90 days, usage rights of your content, and we're gonna pay you $500, right? So you like, okay, bet $500, like, girl, okay, you know what I'm saying? So, I would get excited about it. Like I did stuff with like different, like toddler programs. Like if y'all go and look on my TikTok now, I still have my little speech bubs sponsorship up. I did sponsorships with like car gurus. I mean, just so many different brands, y'all, that I work with. And I was just excited that brands were reaching out to me and even, thought I hate to say it at the time, girl, my I guess my self-esteem was a little low. My mindset was a little messed up. But I was just like, man, the fact that they're reaching out and asking me for that, but then I started paying attention. And I was like, these brands will want me to edit the content like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times. And I'm like, this is a lot for, $500. And at that time, $500 was like a really good amount for me. And I thought that was something. And I'm like, man, I'm literally the director, the editor, the producer, the creative, baby, all of these different jobs in one. And all I'm getting is $500. And so that really kind of was like the start of me, like, really like, man, I know there's another way that I can create passive income for myself where I'm not working as hard. You know what I'm saying? Um, and again, I love getting the free shit, y'all. And let me not lie, I love getting the free clothes, the free items. Like, baby, I used to get like, I mean, big items, but I was just like, and that's how brands be trying to get you. They're like, oh, well, in order for like and it depends. Like sometimes brands will be like, oh, we want like 30 stories, basically like a story every single day. 2 long form, like, girl, it would be a lot. And it's just like not worth $500. But again, if you ain't never been exposed to shit, you don't know no better, right? So, once I kind of like, again, started talking to different people and kind of, would sit back in the cut and be like, people like, girl, they making 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Again, the idea of digital products kind of came back up and people were like, oh, you can sell UGC products to show people how to, kind of get into the UG space. And so I was like, okay, well, at this point I've made like, $10,000 in my UGC journey, which again, I was grateful for, granted, in a year's time, that's a lot, a lot of time for a little bit of money. But I was excited because again, that was the most amount of money that I had ever made. So I was like, man, I made $10,000, baby. I'm about to put the girlies on. I'm about to show them about UGC, how y'all can get these free clothes, how y'all can get these free products for your kids. Like, baby, I literally was getting, I ain't gonna lie, I was getting some amazing like strollers, baby, car seats, like everything. Y'all know the Duna stroller, baby. I did a sponsorship with them, baby, and I was excited because I didn't have to pay for that $500 stroller. But so I was like, oh well, I'm gonna put together like basically all the brands that I work with. I'm gonna put it on this PDF. I'm gonna show people how to put together their portfolio, and I'm gonna show people how they can reach out to brands, email them. If they try to hit you back and say, hey, we're only going to gift you, we're only open to gifting you, like literally would give people like the response because I'm a plug and play type of girl. And so I'm putting this together and I'm so excited. I'm like, man, I know this is going to go crazy because I've actually made money. So it's not like I'm just putting something together of like, information that you can get off of like YouTube or something like that, or somebody watching the video. These are like my real results, my real DMs, my real email templates that I use or whatever like that. So I'm like, oh, I know this is about to go crazy, right? Baby popped up on the scene, didn't have no plan, and just started trying to sell it. Baby, when I say, did nobody buy my shit, y'all? Did nobody buy my stuff? And I was like, man, like what? Like this is like I'm literally giving the brands that I'm putting in here alone, like Fenty, Heinz, Car Gurus. At the time, baby, I had worked with like y'all can go on my page. I still have some of my sponsorships and stuff like that up. And I'm like, I was giving like some really like not no name brands, baby. I was giving like brands, and I had over 50 brands in the little email template and everything. So I was like, I'm setting people up for success. Yeah, it was exciting. Baby hopped on the scene and it immediately flopped. Now I got some sales here and there, but it wasn't anything consistent. And honestly, it would be like a fluke every once in a while. And probably the few sales that I did get probably came from people like in like different groups that I was in, and they just kind of wanted more information. But it wasn't nothing crazy, y'all. And I was selling my product of all this detailed information for $36, like literally giving it away. And that was really like kind of like my last final like eye open, because I would still see like people on social media, Instagram, saying that they was making 30K, 40K, 50K, 100K months. And I'm like, bro, like I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm literally giving people the sauce. Like, why can't I, you know what I'm saying? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? But come to find out, I didn't have marketing training. I didn't have selling training. I didn't understand, psychological triggers that make people want to buy, how to show up online and how to position myself online. And to be completely honest, my mindset was so fucked up excuse my language, but my mindset was messed up, y'all, because one, I'm literally giving away this product and I'm selling myself short because I'm selling it for $36, girl. And so I was just like, man, like this is crazy. So fast forward to, last year, 2024, as I was kind of still trying to do it, it still wasn't hitting because again, I ain't had the training that I need. I had came across one of my favorite YouTubers who had disappeared for a while. Then she popped back online and, I was just watching her to be watching her, right? Hey y'all, welcome in. When she appeared on the scene, I'm just watching the vlog or whatever like that. And it's crazy because I was praying and I was asking God. I was like, I remember, there was a point where I literally dropped to my knees and I was like, man, I know, like, God, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jesus. I want to make 30K, 40K, 50K months, but I'm like, man, if I could just make $1,000, all these females out here talking about they making this money, why you like I know I could do that. Like, they not better than me. Like, that was my attitude that I had. So with praying that, and kind of praying, I even fast, and I was like, God, like, I'm gonna go on this fast, and I just want you to reveal it to me, like, a way that I know I can create this for my family. I want to be out and about with my kids. If my kids say they want to go to Disney World, baby, I want to go. I don't want to be like, maybe in 10 years. Like, I just was like, I know there's a way, and I'm gonna find a way to get there, right? But this is where the funny stuff come in, and this is why we have to be so open to hear what God has for us, because it's always 9 times out of 10 never really usually our plan, right? So when I did it, like I said, I had popped up, I was watching YouTube one day, and then, favorite YouTube pop up, and, I'm just watching the vlog, whatever. And in the middle of the vlog, like, literally, this is like an hour vlog long, she starts talking about digital products. And I'm like, bro, I didn't already heard about this. I didn't tried it. That stuff ain't gonna work or whatever. But the way that she was explaining, she was like, man, I got this program, and I'm learning about it, and I'm literally a student of it. And it's showing you not only how to make, a $500 to $1,000 a day, but the skills alone that you're learning can really help you take what you're learning and apply it to something else, apply it to a business that you already have, or apply it to something else. Let me put my phone on do not disturb. Lord. Sorry, y'all. And she was like, and what messed me up was, here's a creator who got all her ducks in a row. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got over 100,000 subscribers, over 300,000 followers on Instagram. Why would you need to be doing this for? So that was really kind of what sparked my curiosity. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen her talking about it, as during the vlog, I'm like, bro, of course they gonna get paid to promote it because you're a bigger, creator. You can just put your name on something and it's gonna take off anyway. So I was like, yeah, this must be whatever. But I'm like, man, you know how you get that feeling? And I'm like, maybe is this what I prayed for? But again, I kind of was like fed up in my mind. I'm like, man, I've already tried that. Like, that's not gonna work for me. That was really my attitude that I had. And I'm so glad that I really was like, okay, see her, just go with the flow. So I thought about it. So I was like, you know what? I was in my head and I was kind of like, you know what? If it's really meant to be, this creator has all these followers or whatever like that, I'm gonna send her a message. And if she responds back, then you know what? It's meant to be. If she don't respond back, I knew it was just, too good to be true. And I'm just in my head because I already tried digital products and I know this ain't gonna work. Y'all, I sent her a message. She hit me immediately back, like sent me a voice note and was like, yeah, girl, like I thought it was like talking to me like she knew me. And that was like really kind of like, it threw me off. And she was like, yeah, I'm tired of waiting on brand deals and trying to depend on that, where, this can really create passive income for you, literally just being yourself, monetizing yourself, and just showing people how they can learn these high income skills so they can create their own digital products, so they can and start their own businesses. And so I was like, well, wow, that's, really interesting. So she told me how much the program was. It was $497. I immediately was like, baby, that's a lot. I've already paid for all these different programs where they was promising to change your life. And baby, I don't have the time. I don't have the time nor the money to be, playing. So then she was like, well, you can get it on a payment plan. And the reason why they believe in this program so much, like, that's why they allow you to do payment plans, because you can earn while, while you still learn the information. So I'm like, so you won't have to go through the whole thing or nothing like that. And she was like, no, like, you can literally be going in and kind of take what you need and leave what you don't. And I'm like, okay, like, you have me at payment plan, because one thing Sierra is going to do is make a, do a payment plan. So I was still kind of skeptical, because I was like, well, you got a lot of followers. So, I'm regular on me. Ain't nobody, I'm saying, nobody's going to believe, like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody gonna mess with me, essentially. Right. So, again, I kind of still kept thinking about it, because I was like, man, again, where I come from, the state that I live in, y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm just like, that stuff like that don't happen for us. And so again, I'm like, but it just kind of kept staying in my mind, Mind you, I had reached out to her in April. And so she was like, well, if you get the program, I'll help you and I'll mentor you. Because seriously, like, this can really change your life. And I was like, yeah, but still, like I said, you got all these followers, girl. Ain't nobody gonna mess with me. So then she has shared with me that she has started her journey faceless. And she created, like, a faceless account that literally wasn't linked to her name, how everybody knew her and everything like that. And she was making money from it. And I'm like, at the time, she had, like, I think 50 followers or something like that on there. And she was like, yeah, I'm making sales from this, because the information is it's about being a resource, and the skills and stuff that you're learning, like, these are high income skills. And so I was like, hold on, baby. Baby, I got more than 50 followers. I could do that. And she was doing it faces. Like, mind you, this is a Black woman. baby, the people on the people on her page, they white women. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and that really kind of was like that moment of like comfort that I finally reached. I felt like, because it was like, okay, if she can do this with 50 followers are watching me more so for like, I was at the time I was creating like memes and stuff like that. But I was like, I mean, if she could do it, I could do it too. I could do it too. So I was like, okay. And then the fact that, a payment plan was available. So I was like, man, I can get started for $125. So y'all, what I did was, y'all know me, where I had to go back to Jesus. So I said, God, okay, is this what you saying? Because I didn't already try to do digital products, and I'm like, that was a flop. That was a flop. But again, the fact that I was told that I was going to learn marketing, I was going to learn how to sell, like literally anything, not just this digital product, and that be the focus of just reselling it. I was going to learn so much more. So I was like, man, this is kind of win-win. But I ain't gonna lie, because I'm a person that has attempted so many side hustles, so many different things. I was embarrassed, so I didn't want to tell my husband. I didn't want to tell anybody around me about what I was doing, because I was like, I'm just gonna take the faceless route, and ain't nobody gonna be in my business. And baby, if this pop off, it pop off. So at the time I had got one of my biggest like brand deal ever, where because again I'm still doing UGC, y'all. And so I had got like on this little monthly retainer with a brand where they was gonna pay me $3,000 for the next 3 months. So I was like, okay, I got a little extra income. I'ma do it. So even though I got paid that money, baby, I went and got my husband's credit card and I went ahead and bought the program. I'll never forget. I bought it on a Friday going into Saturday, or more so Saturday. It was really like Saturday because I bought it like after midnight. And I dived in the program. I got in immediately, which I was kind of shocked because she was telling me that it was going to take some time to get in. And from the moment that I got in, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I always say this, like the feeling that I felt I was like, man, this is a shift. Like this is about to be different. Like this information, I've never seen nothing displayed before, because again, I get got all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I always be on YouTube, and like them little ads that pop up at the end. They're like, oh, get my course. This is going to change your life. Y'all had did Amazon FBA. I had did the coloring book thing. I've tried it all. And I was like, the way this is structured, the way this is put together, like this this is different. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, they got my, and the first thing that really, really caught my eye was, not only are they showing you high income sales, showing you how to grow on Instagram, showing you how to scale a business, showing you about email marketing, showing you how to brand yourself, how to market yourself, they also implemented mindset training, and that really like messed me up, because again, kind of going back to what I was saying when it came to my own stuff, I was lowballing myself because I didn't know how to position myself online. I thought, well, if I lower my prices and make it like a steal, people are going to buy. And it's like, I know people that can't sell a dollar product, and it's because they don't know how to market, because they don't know how to sell, and because they haven't received those skills that they need to position themselves online. So y'all, I said, okay, well, I'm gonna give myself 5 days to learn this program. And again, at the time, I was like, I'm gonna start off faceless. So I had like my content, ready, and they provided like stock content for you and everything like that. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do everything that this program says to the T. Like I'm literally, and I honestly, I gave myself, I was like, realistically, I think I can make money in like, 30 days. So y'all, from the moment that I started on a Monday fresh, and I would get on live, and I would be on live for like hours. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was posting multiple times a day, like 5-6 times a day, y'all. But I was like, man, this gotta work, and it's gonna work. Okay. Failure is not an option. I'm gonna make this work. Right. So I'm showing up, and mind y'all, when I would show up, because I'm not showing myself or whatever, like clearly you can hear my voice, I'm black. But it's funny because on my page I had nothing but like these white women or whatever like that, So what I would do is I would get on live, and then I would just turn my camera to my computer, and I would just show people the program. I'm like, hey y'all, like I am, like literally, I'll never forget, like my day one live, I was kind of like, hey, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I didn't care because I was behind the camera. So I'm like, but I just got into this amazing program, and I'm just gonna show y'all the things that I'm learning. And like I'm telling you, like if you are someone that's looking for a way to create passive income for yourself, and you're like a complete beginner, like you don't have any experience, like you don't even know anything, baby, this right here, because it's A plus B plus C plus D, like this is what it is. What you say, Nia? LL, I'm 2 weeks in, but I know that feeling of your shift you talking about. Yes, like girl, I'm telling you, it was like I'm telling y'all, like I know this sound really corny of saying it, but like I really felt like, how everybody be wanting to hit the lottery, like that's how I felt when I got inside of DWA, y'all. I'm not even playing. Like, and again, like where I come from, my upbringing and stuff, I'm like, baby, shit like this don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm just like, if I could just make $1,000, I promise you, I'm good. And again, my mindset was, really messed up at the time, and I thought that was all that I was worth. So anyways, fast forward to, my first week, y'all. I'm getting on live, and I'm just sharing the program. And it was like, again, It wasn't about me knowing everything. It wasn't about me learning all the skills. And that's really kind of the point of this program. It was the fact that like you literally just show up and I would read what's on the screen. I would just be showing people the modules like, hey, you're gonna learn this, you're gonna learn that, you're gonna learn this. If you want to do this or whatever, like that. And if you want to do this completely faceless without nobody in your business, that was like really the game changer for me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I was a person like I love going live. To me, it's just a lot easier. Not that I have a problem with posting content, but I just like I love to show people like my, I need to know. I want to talk to the person. You know what I mean? So y'all, day five on a Friday, I got my first sale and I was on live. And the person was like, they literally was like, okay, give me the link. And I was like, what? And then like I seen the notification on my, as I'm on live of it come across, and I was like, y'all, I just made $500, and all I'm doing is I'm literally online talking. Now, granted, I'm showing up, I'm educating my audience, but again, everything that I'm doing, this program gave it to me to do, like plug and play for me to do. So I'm like, I really ain't, and again, my mindset was so messed up, y'all, at the time where it was like almost that feeling of like, damn, I don't deserve, like, not that I don't deserve, but like just something that I wasn't used to. Because again, when I made $500 in UGC, that was going back and forth with a brand, the brand offering me gifted product, and I did 5 or 10 free videos, and I'm just now getting at a point where I'm getting $500. So the fact that I literally was on live, just talking, reading what's on the screen, I made $500, and I was like, oh, bro, it's over. It's over. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was still kind of skeptical. I was like, okay, we gonna try or whatever like that, but I just didn't believe it. And then it was like I had made $500 in a day, and then like a couple of days later I had made $1,000 in a day, and then a couple of days later I had made 50, and it was like every day it was going up, and I'm like, I'm not really doing nothing. Like, to be honest with y'all, that's how I felt. Like I can't even say it enough. Like, yeah, I was getting on live, but to me this is not work, because one, I'm telling the truth. It ain't like I'm on here lying. I'm literally reading what the hell is on the screen. So I'm like, this shit is insane. Okay. And so it was like, y'all, I had made 15K in 23 days. Did not like, couldn't believe it. Couldn't even like, to the point where my husband was like, bitch, get your ass on live. Like, for real, y'all. Like, I can't even say it enough. Like, I never experienced anything like that. And I was like, wow, like, really, when you change your mindset and you really, think differently about yourself, like, you can have the life that you desire. And again, at that point, I'm going hard. And then my page was growing. I had grew my faceless page, y'all, to literally 22,000 followers in 90 days. And I'm like, all I'm doing is just showing up, being consistent. Now, granted, I was killing myself, at the time, because I started out the faceless route. And this is why I always try to tell people, you definitely can do that. And that's completely fine. But like, be honest with yourself. Would you feel comfortable buying something from somebody if you haven't really necessarily seen the person? There are a lot of scams and stuff out here. So that was kind of one thing that I learned in my journey. But is it possible? Yes. I've helped students, that are completely faceless, but I just tell people all the time, like, if you want to go the faceless route, like, really kind of customize it and kind of really make it your own. Don't be posting white women on your page one day and then black women on your page one day. It gets confusing. Okay. Like, try to stick with the same character, but with AI and everything coming out, y'all, that's a great way that you can do that and kind of have the same character every day. But kind of fast forward, y'all, in my journey and in my process, God had kept telling me that I needed to help people. And for me, I was like, I am helping people. I'm helping people by putting them onto this program, because I'm like, it changed my life. It's changing so many people's lives inside of the community. I am putting them on. And kind of, being disobedient or whatever like that, y'all, my page got hacked. My faceless page got hacked. And I was like, man, I was devastated, because one, I had put all my worth and my value at the time. Mindset was messed up still, in that, because I was like, man, I grew my page. Like, I can't even grow my personal page like that. Like, man, like, I was hurt. Like, I was hurt. So I was like, okay, either A, I can start from scratch, start over again, because I've done it, you know what I'm saying, or I can just take my personal page and just kind of revamp it, even though I had 1,000 followers at the time, and I'll just revamp it. Okay. And I'm so glad that I did that, because as a coach and as a mentor, it really helped me let so many people know that you can make that transition if you want to, because some people don't want to start from scratch, right? I recommend it either way. It's completely up to you. But so then I got into mentoring and coaching people, right? And again, y'all, at this time, I think I had made like 50. I think when I started like officially mentoring, I was over like $40,000 that I had made. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start helping people. So people started reaching out and was like, hey girl, I really want to get the program, but I'm scared. And I'm like, baby, I got you. Like, the type of coach, the type of mentor that I am, baby, like, I'm going to give you plug and play. Like, you're going to win. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the type of person I am. Like, I mean, baby, take it all the way back to school. I used to have the best notes in the class, baby, word for word. You're going to pass this test. So I started helping people, y'all. And I can't lie, as getting into coaching and mentor, I was terrified. I didn't want to. But you know, a lot of people would ask, and you know, I would give away free information anyway. Like if somebody would reach out, ask a question or whatever like that, even if they didn't buy a product from me, I would still help them. And then, you know, people was like, well, girl, you can make money from that, or whatever like that. So what I started doing was, when people would get Digital Wealth Academy, because I believed in this program so much, I was like, my dumb ass, I said, fuck it, I'm a mentor you for free. So I started mentoring people, y'all, and like that went crazy because like my numbers, like I mean, skyrocketed, and to the point where it was a point where I had like 60 students at once that I'm mentoring. I'm giving them like I'm giving them straight up. They straight, hey, you gonna post this? You gonna do 2 carousels on this day? 1 reel? You gonna do 2 reels? I would give them everything to say, and like y'all, they started making money. You know, my students would text me and be like, "Oh, I just made my first sale," or "Oh, I just made $1,000," or "Oh, I just made my first 5K," and I'm like, okay, it was one thing, bitch, that you made some money. But, you know, and again, I'm not gonna lie, I just want to be completely honest. Like, I knew that I could help people, but then I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know if it was like a one-off situation. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, this y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then, you know, in my journey of just helping so many people and just so many people changing their lives, and that like God would send people to me, y'all, and I'll be like, Jesus, why you doing this to me? I can't handle this. I ain't got my life together mentally. You know what I mean? But women would be like, man, I'm living in my car with my 2 kids, or I'm homeless. I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to find a way out. And I'm like, I don't know why. Why? And you know, I felt the pressure. I was like, man, I gotta deliver. So I think that's kind of really how I found my style in coaching and mentor, and felt the need to go overboard and deliver. But I, you know, for the people that applied the work and that was disciplined, they made money. And some of my students have made more money than me and have taken off. And you know, that's why I wanted to quickly kind of get on here and just share y'all. That was my kind of my story, y'all. I'm sorry that it was deep, but like when I tell y'all, I cannot say it enough. Like this business model changed everything for me. And again, if you are a person who thinks, you know, stuff is too good to be true, or it can't happen for you, or it is a fluke, or it is a, you know, you just got lucky or whatever. No, this is not a get rich quick scheme in any way. In no way am I saying that, but it is probably one of the easiest business modules that you can start. As a person that has done wholesale, I currently am in Airbnb, Turbo, digital marketing, and going the done for you route. Literally a program that somebody created, and all you doing is literally just hopping on the train, baby. Hey y'all, let me show y'all these testimonies, everything like that, and show y'all the skills that you're gonna learn. That's all I do. No, it's not a pyramid scheme. No, it's not a MLM or anything like that, y'all. This is literally a course that you can learn how to create your own offer one day, how to be able to sell your own product one day. Or if you decide, you know what, that ain't your jam, because that's how I felt. I was like, baby, I don't want to do no work. I'm over that. Clearly, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna resell this bad boy over and over and over and over, because honestly, it's everything that you need in one place, right? And so I started doing that, y'all, and kind of fast forward to, you know, 9 months in my journey, I hit my first 6 figures. And that right there was like insane, you know. And then since time, I've been able to buy like the car that I'm sitting in right now, one of my dream cars. I've been able to fix my credit. My credit had been fucked up my whole life. You know, I had a light bill in my name, baby, since 1995. Definitely thanks to my mama. But you know, I was able to change my life. You know what I mean? And I really want to say a lot of that contribute to really changing my circle, changing the people that I had around me. Because I know for a lot of us, that is what's been holding you back from, you know, your earning potential and the things that you want to do. Whatever it is that you desire, I promise you, you can have it. I am a living witness, baby. Where I come from, my upbringing, it's unheard of. The life that I get to live now. And again, I was just a mama that just wanted to be able to take my baby to brunch, to be able to take my kids on vacation without having to beg, you know, for a day off. So again, y'all, that's enough about me. Sorry. But I wanted to just let y'all know that the program that I got started with is having a free webinar tonight. Absolutely free, y'all. So it don't cost you nothing or whatever like that. Just your time to really take in this information and learn. And no, it's not one of, you know how you sign up for one of them webinars, you like, oh shit, baby, I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to do all that. It's definitely not giving that, because baby, I'm the same way. I'm like, baby, nah, no. So if you are someone that is wanting to, you know, really create passive income for yourself, create a side hustle. And again, you don't have to be creative. You don't have to have experience in it. Honestly, the point of this program is to be a complete beginner. This is the training wheels that can open up the doors to so many opportunities for yourself, your family. And again, it's not an MLM or a pyramid scheme or anything like that. Because again, I know sometimes it gives that, but like seriously, you're gonna learn so many high income skills. And hell, if you just want to learn how to grow on social media to position yourself to so brands can see you and they can reach out and offer you some money, some free products or whatever like that, this is a great way for that. But they also have other side hustles that you can learn too. If you want to learn TikTok shop and learn how to monetize that, you can do that. If you want to learn about print on demand, which is another great side hustle that you can do, and it's very low, low risk. Now, granted, you don't have to worry about the shipping or anything like that. Like print on demand, baby, I'm trying to get back into it, but this program has that in there. You're gonna learn about Chat GPT. You're gonna learn about email marketing, branding, how to sell, mindset training, y'all. The program alone is worth mindset training. Okay, you got to change your mind in the way that you think and the way that you feel, like what you deserve, because that's where I was really, really messed up. So I usually always try to get on live and show the program, y'all, but I ain't gonna lie, my phone is heating up because I'm out here sitting in the car. So I'm gonna wrap this up. But just click the link in my bio. Seriously, like I'm telling you, like it will not kill you to get some free information. And like I said, I can't say it enough as a person that always be like, nah, baby, that ain't. She lying. She lying. I promise you, you're gonna you will watch tonight's webinar and you will feel like, I'm telling you, by the time you leave it, I know you're going to feel inspired, motivated to start your journey. But again, it starts right here first. And I tell a lot of people, I miss out on a lot of sales personally, because one thing about it, I tell people like, girl, if you're not going to commit to this, if you're not going to put the time in it, don't do it. Don't even waste your money. And again, that could be a sale for me. I've talked myself out of a lot of sales, because one thing about it, like I said, this is something that you have to commit to. I'm not a person that can tell you, oh, you'll get a sale today or you'll get a sale in a couple of days. Granted, it took me 5 days to get my first sale and make my money back. Some of my students have gotten a sale in 1 day. Some of them have gotten a sale in 30 days, 6 months. It's all about how you show up, but mainly it's all about how you think and feel about yourself. That mindset is everything. So if you want this free information, you can DM me now, or again, on YouTube, I have it linked and pinned right there for y'all. So if y'all want to just click the link, you can click the link and register for this free webinar and get this information, because I'm telling y'all, this Range Rover I'm sitting in right now, baby, paid for a title. Never in a million years thought that I would. I'm telling you, baby, doubling down, about to pay off this house. Like, this is what this has done for me. And again, it has turned into so many things, because when I started making the money, I was able to invest in other things. And just, baby, I'm trying to retire my baby daddy. Trying to retire my husband, okay? Like, seriously, y'all, and anybody can do it. I've helped students from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67, help them change their lives and it's not just about the money. I personally love doing this because I love helping people. I love that transformational story, because like I said, I've worked with a lot of people where maybe they reached out to me and they was like, girl, this is my last $200. And I'm like, child, what? Pressure. But they applied themselves and they took it serious, and they was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. So if that is you, or again, if you just are looking for a way to create passive income, I'm telling you, this program will change your life. There's a reason why this program is the #1 program, the fastest growing program in the school platform, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, I'm black. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm just playing, that don't matter. But no, I'm seriously, like, y'all, I'll be like, bitch, it's too good to be true. No, seriously, like, it can change everything. So again, if you click the link up in my bio, it's going to take you to my website, and it literally is the very first thing at the top. You just click that, and you're going to register for and it's you'll get an email confirmation from me, and so I'll send you the link. And because, y'all, I believe in this program so much, and I don't play when it comes to my people. If you ask any of my students, I don't know if any of my students are in any of these lives right now, but I'm telling y'all, like, if you get started with this program and you're committed, one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in a special, because I know what it's like to still get started, be motivated and excited, but a lot of people be hyped for the first couple of days and they fall off. I'm gonna throw in 3 free coaching calls for me, which is literally worth over $800 value. Like, I just want y'all to know that. But that's how serious I am. I will help you with your personal strategy and you getting it started. But the really cool thing about it, and let me say this, and I promise y'all, I'm done. Inside of this program, they also give you, I know AI is changing the game, right? They give you a digital wealth bot that literally helps you navigate the program to set you up for success. So if you are a complete beginner, girl, you can go into this bot, like just like ChatGPT, essentially, because it's hosted technically in ChatGPT, and be like, hey, girl, I want to make my first $1,000. What do I need to do? Give me a strategy or whatever. And it would literally, like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, there is no excuse in 2025 not to be making no money. And I cannot say it enough. I'll send you the link. Okay, sis. Well, on TikTok, girl, they don't be letting you click nothing. So just click the link in my bio. Just click the link in my bio. I see some I thought my phone was, I guess this phone ain't on do not disturb. I see some people are registering and stuff. Like, y'all, click the link in my bio, and I promise you it's the first thing at the top. But I'm telling y'all, attend that webinar tonight, y'all. I know y'all probably want to go out and get some tacos. It's Friday night or whatever like that, but invest in yourself. Invest in yourself and baby so you can own the taco shop. Fuck going to go get some tacos tonight. We trying to own the shop. You know what I mean? Seriously. So again, but if you have any questions, if you need any info, don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, I usually always try to host a Q&A on my Instagram. I'm always on YouTube, y'all. So follow me on YouTube. I share my personal journey, my students' journey on my YouTube page. I always try to document kind of the behind the scenes because I'm telling y'all, this program changed my life, changed my family's life. And it's just changing so many lives. This program, I'm not one yet, but I know it's coming, baby, has created millionaires. I'm about to be a multi, six-figure earner. You know what I mean? And again, I can't. I'm from little old Indianapolis, Indiana, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, if it can happen for me, and again, it can happen for you. And even if you don't want to show your face, which is insane every time I say that, okay? But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I hope y'all have an amazing Friday. Register for the free webinar, y'all. Get this free info, okay? It's free. Get in the room, get the info, and stop being scary, okay? That'd be the problem. That the hardest part is just saying yes to yourself. The hardest part is just saying, you know what? I'm gonna take this and I'm investing in myself because at the end of the day, baby, if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, baby, you're gonna work till you die. And I don't know about y'all. I ain't trying to do that. Okay. I'm not. And I'll be the first to say I'm still on my 9 to 5, but I'm literally strictly here just for the insurance. And that is it. And that is it. Cause baby, when I tell you I literally make almost 50 times the amount that I make on my job, it feels like, girl, what the hell? I make my check in alive. So I'm just saying that's not me trying to brag. I'm just letting you know the truth. But all right, y'all. I hope you have an amazing Friday. Register. And I will see y'all. Girl, I'll see y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. Look, it's me got to log off on all these phones. Okay, y'all. Okay, I need it. Okay, YouTube. Y'all know I love y'all. I love y'all. I know y'all know. Y'all have the the link linked in here for y'all. Get the information, y'all. Stop playing. Change your life today. Stop being so scary. Stop thinking that it can't happen for you because it can. Again, I help people from 16 all the way to 67. I have seen it all. We got through it. Okay. It does require some work, but I promise you it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Everything will be linked down below. I'll link everything in the replay of this video. And like I said, if you take it serious and you get started today, I will also include a 3 free sessions with me to help you and ensure that you are on the path to succeeding in your journey. Okay. Because one thing about it, and 2 things for sure, baby, I don't play about y'all. I don't play about y'all. Okay. If y'all serious, if y'all putting in the work. But all right, y'all, register, and I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. All right, girl. Bye.